I have been working at my internship for about 4 months now. A project I have been working on is a social media audit for the SIG social media accounts. I have been analyzing our content, our followers, our engagement rates, everything like that, and essentially I'm almost done with it. I've been compiling a list of ways that we can improve and things that we should keep the same for the future. So far, one of my biggest challenges has been trying to get familiar with all the various technology that we have. A lot of the web applications that we use are very foreign to me. I had never gotten to use them before. We use websites like Constant Contact and Qualtrics, and I just hadn't been familiar with those before. And trying to get familiar with those has definitely been a challenge for me because I'm not very technologically advanced. I don't really have that very good of a handle on it. So throughout my time at the internship, I've definitely been focusing on that. One of my major successes is that I have gotten to learn a lot about entrepreneurship that I did not know previously, which has been very, very exciting for me because it's not exactly my field. My field is public relations, so understanding entrepreneurship and business ventures and helping people out with trying to connect them with resources has been so eye-opening and just a really great learning experience for me. So, and we've been very successful with a lot of ventures and business ideas for clients. So that has definitely been something that is a highlight of my time at the SIG. As I mentioned previously, I'm currently working on a social media audit for the LaunchNet and SIG social media pages, which is actually something that I did during a class, during my social media fundamentals class. And I had so much fun doing it. I mentioned it in the interview, and my supervisor was blown away that was something that I was working on just for a class. So she asked me if I would like to do another and analyze their social medias, which has been really fun for me. I really enjoy doing it, and I love analyzing different ways to engage an audience. So I've had a great time, and all of the skills that I've learned from that class and previous classes before and classes that I'm in now have been very, very beneficial. I think another skill that I've particularly been focused on trying to improve is problem solving and critical thinking skills. I have to utilize those for a lot of my classes, and so using them in this capacity has been very different, but I think it's something that I've gotten a lot better at, and that I've used to really assist clients, especially when trying to find resources and trying to just figure out logistics for venture ideas. It can be very difficult to just have a set brain path, but I think it's something that I've been focusing on. I'm more cognitively aware of it, so I think of it a lot more, to think critically about what I'm doing and how I can help. A good example of just how much I'm going to be able to put on my resume after completing this internship is I have been working with students in particular on their venture ideas and connecting them with resources, and there are so many different financial opportunities that we offer, and so having to help students try and figure out how to find funding has been very, very interesting because I've had to reach out to various different people and contact them on the phone, on email, just communications all over the place. And I think that's a skill that not a lot of people have in this generation anymore. Because finding funding from people who are older for people that are younger, it's been definitely one of the social media guidelines that I found to be the most interesting and the most helpful is there is no prize for friends or followers. I think that's something that especially my generation needs to hear, because everyone is so obsessed with this idea of how many followers do I have, how many likes am I getting, how many this, and it's not always important at all. Actually, it's probably never important, especially when an employer is looking for you. They're not looking to see how many followers you have. They're looking to see how professional your page is and how you conduct yourself on social media. For a business, it is kind of important because it does, equate to sales. But for people like us and people who are, genuine, it doesn't matter. And you can tell that someone's genuine. You don't have to tell from their friends or their followers. So I think that's probably one of the best pieces.